Greetings and welcome to the Prime Directive. I'm your host, Jefficho. My co-host as always, Chris. Say hi, Chris.
Hello.
Season finale of Star Trek Picard Season 2. What'd you think?
We finally made it.
Did we? Did we make it all the way unscathed?
It's over now.
Yeah.
It's over now. We just have to yell about it one more time.
Yo, we shall.
Yes, I think if you want my initial reaction was so much of this season ended up not mattering.
Yeah. Well, I believe I predicted this whole season after that first episode, and I think I was right. Mm-hmm. This whole lesson was to teach Picard how to love.
There you go.
But you accepted your fate. You accepted you. And because you choose him, perhaps he will now be worthy enough for someone else to choose. And maybe this time you will even give him the chance to be loved.
So this episode was over 15 minutes in, and then it just kind of wrapped, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they kept tying up loose plot threads that didn't need to be there in the first place.
I like that they went back to Laris' apartment and they're just like, this is our plan. It wasn't a plan at all. And this is Laris is like, well, I'm going, see ya.
Yeah.
No hug transporter. I always love those.
Yeah, that's great.
Transporter chief's just like, so two patterns, should I just sever one of them? I could do that.
I could just take your arms.
Yeah. That'd be awesome. Shit.
Maybe the guy on Strange New Worlds knows how to do that, but we'll get to him.
Beam up, look down, there's two arms attached to you, oh my. Hey, don't talk shit about Kyle, that guy's cool.
Yeah, he is.
Transport in?
Don't worry, I've been planning this for a long time.
Well, what do you intend to do?
I'm gonna watch out for her, Picard. It's what I do. Good luck.
So Larry's like, oh, I'm gonna have to kill myself, and because and pretend to be Renee later.
Yeah. So first of all, how did Soong get back to America that fast? Because we beamed there.
He's got drones, and I would assume the Concorde.
The Concorde. Okay. Yeah, he's got a private jet. The guy just doesn't sleep.
Yeah.
I guess.
Maybe he's cloned.
Maybe he's cloned. Maybe he is.
Yeah.
Maybe he is. I'm just gonna say this entire Soong plotline could have been cut, and it wouldn't have mattered at all.
But if they had done that, could Corey have still joined the Watchers?
Oh my god. Okay, it's nice to see Wesley.
Yes.
I was like, oh shit, it's Wesley. That's dope. You know, that's fun.
You know that series of books I gave you that you never read because you're like, reading sucks, I prefer audiobooks, Jeff?
Yes.
Well, there's a two-parter with Wesley, and he's a traveler, and that's great science fiction, great books.
Mm-hmm.
Those are stories that were cool. This was just, hey, Will, what are you doing today? No, we don't need costume. Just go out there and say these lines.
Yeah, this is what you look like right now. That's fine. Just go out there and say some shit.
I wish he was wearing a board game, something for his channel and stuff. That'd be great. There you go.
That'd be fun. But yeah, what is not Soji done to deserve any of this? She's just some lady, and the only reason
she's vengeful too. She's just delete all Dad's work.
The only reason we even have to do this is because we have this Soong plot line that didn't need to be there, and we gave Soji something to do with the Soong plot line, and she didn't need to be there for the Soong plot line that didn't need to be there, and we're wrapping it up with Wesley, who's fun to have, but didn't need to be there, didn't contribute to a goddamn thing, and it's just not fucking mattering all the way up.
It also could have been cool if Wesley brought them home and interacted with Picard.
Yeah.
Be like, there's something I have to tell you about your future, Picard. Shut up, Wesley.
Shut up, Wesley.
Can't tell me.
Again, if I was in charge of Star Trek, I would have Wesley get interrupted, and then have Picard say, "Please continue, Mr. Crusher," so we could have an opposite to the.
Well, yeah, that would be the full circle. It'd be nice to come back to that.
Please continue, Mr. Crusher.
Maybe next season when everybody else is coming back.
Maybe everybody would stop yelling at poor Will Wheaton on Twitter.
Yeah.
He would say something, and it'd be like, "Yes, please continue."
A long time ago, I was known as Wesley Crusher, but now I am a traveler of all of space and time.
I like that Soong goes to Project Con.
Oh, fuck me.
My God. My God.
From 1996. So it's is he revisiting that, or is he just looking over old memories because he doesn't have any digital file? Imagine not having offsite backups for your life's work.
Yeah.
But anyway, like, what even was the point of that?
Also,
Again,
question: how does like not Soji, Corey, or whatever know how to do that internet hacking shit so well? Because if she had the internet, she would know all about this shit that her dad was up to. Because that shit was everywhere.
Yeah. I guess she probably would know his fight. I don't know.
But yeah, I thought it was funny. Like, hey, like, why don't you join me, become a traveler, join us travelers, become a watcher, whatever she's gonna do. Because, you know, you haven't done anything with 26 years or however old she is of her life, but you just don't experience, just, you know, be out there.
Yeah.
Just watch.
Yeah.
She hasn't even been laid, Chris.
You don't know that. It's been like 3 days since we last saw her. It's LA.
I'm not gonna make the joke we all know I would make.
There you go, Jeff.
So yeah, they're going around the Daystrom Institute or wherever the hell that was.
I think it was Daystrom, but yes.
And little Talon was talking to Renee, and she says like, "Hey,
Who are you? I've seen you before. Somewhere.
Renee, I need you to listen to me, or your life will be in grave danger.
you're not the girl that's
Yeah, you're not Maya.
yeah, exactly."
Yeah.
And then she uses her stalking powers to calm her down. Like, does that work?
From my experience, it does not. But it
I've been watching you your whole life.
Yeah.
Why isn't she calming down? This
Why
usually
is it
works.
calming down? But it sure worked here.
Yeah.
So that's nice. So this was the one needs to die and the other needs to live thing.
Have you ever talked to her? Well, no, I just observed. I gave you this necklace. Like, okay.
Okay. But one of them did not need to die. We could have just phasered soon or locked a door or anything.
Yeah.
This was 100% pointless.
So, like, Prophecy Borg Queen is just like, oh yeah, one has to live, one has to die, and one has to go down a stairwell with Soon, and then it's like,
You have to.
how do you know any of this shit? Like, this isn't, like, how?
And even if you do, why don't you just tell? Oh, by the way,
just shoot Soon.
there's gonna be a Soon there, so just like stun him or whatever. Do anything. Just
He has
stun
his
him.
ability to travel continents in seconds.
But you can still just stun him.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So yeah, you know, not Laris, Talon dies in Picard's arms. She's just like, hey, forgive yourself, because that's what I do when I'm dying. Just like, you better yourself. Ah, it really hurts.
Too late for me.
And then
Nah,
he's just
that's
like,
a lot of neurotoxin.
I'm gonna hold your neurotoxin-filled body and give you a kiss and be like, it's a good thing I'm an android, because sometimes that matters and sometimes it don't.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Renee goes off. She makes it.
She's gonna find her
Little
goo
life form?
that fixes climate change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she doesn't save the world.
No, it's the kid.
Yeah, it's the kid.
The kid that has shown like no inclination towards science or anything. But I guess Rios is around. He's got a good mom.
So yeah, we go see Q, and Q's all like, yeah, you learned the lesson. The
Good
lesson
job,
was love,
buddy.
and you know how to love now, and I'm gonna die alone, so I didn't want you to die alone. It's like, that is a bro moment, but everything he said before...
Yeah, watching this, and like going back and watching him in like episode 3 or whatever, where he was just laying into Picard, like, I am a suture in the wound, and like, this is a penance. Like, he was unstable, damaged. Like, I was getting the idea that Q was barely holding together some sort of giant galactic clusterfuck. And this wasn't about teaching Picard a lesson this time. This was just about rage. And, Picard's caused this somehow or whatever, which was 10 times more interesting than what we got at the end.
I wish he was keeping that singularity that was gonna destroy the whole universe. Like, and so when like he sends him and he like maybe dies at that point, that explains why it comes out of nowhere.
That thing is about to blow.
Brace for impact.
Rios is like, oh, I'm gonna stay behind because I'm a hot girl. It's like, the future? I never belonged. Dude, you were on the second most important ship. You were the captain of it.
He was also great, and yeah, this would have. I would have been much happier with them bringing the girl and the kid to the future.
Yeah. Also,
I want more Rios.
I mean, it worked when we were just like, hey, we want a Pike series. Well, what if I want a Stargazer series? Rios.
Yeah.
Can't have it now.
He looked like fun.
Yeah. Raffi's all like, no, you and Elnor die. So, like, Q takes pity and is like, fine.
Fine, whatever. Which he can just do now. Like, why are his powers back? He was really trying to do things before.
Yeah.
And he was just... Now he can just do it because with the power of love and friendship? Is that it? Is it the power of love and friendship?
Again, like, I am not enjoying this story. It hurts my brain. It's not very good. The characters are inconsistent. The story is inconsistent, but I love John Delancey and Patrick Stewart talking.
Yeah, I don't mind this as an endpoint for their relationship at all.
No, they needed to get drunk on the vineyard and just chat.
There you go. Yeah, and I don't...
Remember that time I was mariachi band on the bridge?
you were so mad. Look at your stupid face.
Yeah.
Almost
got Riker. Almost had him.
It was really close. But yeah, I don't mind this as, a closing chapter on them, but this really doesn't seem to fit with what I thought we were going to get from the beginning with Q.
Yeah.
I don't think this doesn't feel like they're talking about the same problem.
Well, if I had done a really good job as showrunner on this, I would be returning for season 3, but guess what? We got a new showrunner for season 3.
Great. Why not? Have a few more producers as well.
Yeah, possibly.
Gotta pad the runtime on the opening credits.
They get back, and it's like, I'm not sure why Raffi is on the Stargazer, because Elnor is on the Excelsior ship.
Mm-hmm.
Like...
Also answering when you hail that ship, apparently random cadet picks up.
Yeah. Hey, do you know how to do this? Like, oh, where's my captain? Oh, I'm over here. I just, hanging out here.
I just kind of appeared here.
I feel like the reveal of Agnes was so surprising. I think the reveal of her having a completely normal face with a little bit of crap on it, but shouldn't her skin tone be messed? She is many hundreds of years old.
That's what you're going to complain about?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Sure.
What is it? Maybe it's Maybelline? I don't know.
Yeah. Why not?
Filet 30 times a day? Like, what the fuck? Every other Borg queen is just like, I guess she's kind of flirtatious, so I'd hit it, but no, she looks dead.
Yeah.
What you see is a piece of the puzzle whose final image is unclear, but is tied to a threat. One which requires close observation. We request provisional membership in the Federation.
So we specifically... God damn.
She wants to join the Federation now, Chris.
Yeah, she does. But okay, so we're doing our goodbye with John Delancey, and he's just like, it doesn't always have to be a galaxy-spanning threat, Jean-Luc. And I'm like, yeah, you know what, it kind of wasn't. This was a season about just Picard and Picard's, internal feelings and issues. And then we jump back, and it's immediately this thing's gonna blow up the quadrant. Yeah. And I'm actually just like... What?
I'm like, where did this fucking thing come from?
You said this 2 minutes ago.
Whenever I see a black hole destruction thing, I'm just like, where's Samantha Carter when I need her?
Exactly. She'll blow up a sun or something.
So yeah, Borg means it's like, oh, I need to control your ship so that we can put up shield and stop this from destroying your entire galaxy here and killing billions and billions and billions of people.
Also could have been in a message. This meeting could have been an email, but whatever.
Yeah. What's with Agnes, you're telling me she's by herself, but she went back, she's the Borg queen, she started the Borg, she should be doing the Borg a different way now, and clearly she is. So did none of the other Borg stuff happen?
No, she is her own one ship. There is still all the other Borg, and she is just that one ship.
So why would the Federation ever agree to let them in the Federation if they are still oh, you're the good Borg, you're the bad? No, you can come in.
Yeah.
And how about no? I wouldn't even let them in the Federation. They're evil.
No, they're not. They're the good Borg.
Yeah.
They're the good Borg.
Sure they are. They took control of everybody's ship. Without even a talk or a hello.
There was a hello.
And there was a cryptic Picard there. Yeah. So yeah, solution, everything solved, whatever.
Immediately.
Let's go get drunk at this bar.
This felt like, honestly, the ending felt almost like a parody of modern Star Trek. It's like, there's a giant galaxy threatening thing. We're gonna solve it in 5 minutes. Okay, next. Like, it felt like a joke.
Yeah, well, it was.
I'm sorry I couldn't tell you sooner. I just knew that if I guided you right, set you straight, you'd circle around eventually.
We're at Guinan's bar, we see a picture of Rios and Teresa, and Rafi's all like, oh, so what happened? And it's just like, well, their kids saved the world of pollution, and the water, and the air, and
Sure.
yeah, fine, that's cool. And then, like, they were doing medical stuff, and Rios lived as he died in a bar fight. I'm sorry, but could you shit on a character better?
I wanted more for I guess they were going for the angle of like he's a noble, warrior. He's fighting for what's right, but don't call it a bar fight.
Yeah, like it was over medical supplies. Was the whole like, oh, see, it wasn't just a bar fight. It was over medical. So some dick at a bar wanted to steal his medical supplies and he died for it. Like,
yeah, like you can just say like
advanced Starfleet training.
maybe he died like defending their medical camp from like some raiders or bandits that wanted their supplies, and they'd be like, okay, sure, but don't call it a bar fight.
I would have been like, he died like he lived. Spanish man, loving.
Mm-hmm.
He died loving her.
And Guinan just knows that.
Yeah. Guinan seems to know everything when it's convenient.
Yes.
Picard shows up and he's just like, hey, she's like, hey. Now we've got more memories that I already had before, but
remember 500 years ago where I totally pranked you that I didn't remember you from the Mark Twain shit? Imagine if they just said that.
That would have been great.
Imagine if they just said that.
That would have been great.
Get got.
And he could have just been like, why'd you look different? And she could be like, you know that thing where I said we can age? Well, we could DH too.
Yeah. Idiot.
Yeah. That would have fixed a plot hole for me. It would have been dumb, but so was what happened.
It would have been, Guinan's just fucking around. She's 900 years old. She's gonna fuck around sometime.
You assholes.
Oh, Picard just showed up in the wrong timeline again. I'm gonna fuck with them this time.
Hey, you captain of the Enterprise just took me on my fucking Nexus. This is what you get.
That's what you get. Brilliant. Okay, we're rewriting the season.
And then, of course, Picard goes home because he's like, gives a little speech and he's like, all right, well, gotta go, get laid.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, Laris, I see your bags are packed, but give me a second chance.
Yeah.
She's like, yay. And then, like, I saw a great joke. It's like, could you go into the space and clean the Borg out of the wall?
They're really baked in there.
Yeah, and he held her hand. I was like, cool. What a platonic, lovely relationship. The whole thing was that he couldn't kiss her. He couldn't commit to kissing her, and then in the end, he still couldn't do it.
It's implied, Jeff.
Yeah?
While time cannot give us second chances, maybe people can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that it?
Yeah.
Final thoughts, Jeff?
Final thoughts. I feel like I'll say that at the end of every season of every Star Trek show that comes out now, probably never going to watch this a second time.
No, you'll watch.
It needs rewatchability. Lower Decks,
You'll watch
Prodigy, possibly Strange New Worlds, most likely Strange New Worlds. I have no need to go back and rewatch this and be disappointed again. Like, I'm thinking of all of Discovery, and yeah, season 2, Pike was cool, but not cool enough.
If you want cool Pike, we have something for you.
So I'm just like, I just don't see me. If it's, how can it not have rewatchability? You know how many times I've rewatched the original 4 series? Like, my God. I can't even tell you how many times. It's almost 100 at least each.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I guess it adds up when it's always in the background there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just like, oh shit, I just went through that again. Let's mix it up with Merlin for once.
Farewell, mon capitaine. It's time for me to go.
But not alone. Isn't that the point of all this?
You?
Me? So much of this season did not need to be there. The entire Soon plot could have easily been sidestepped. He was completely ineffectual. Soji did nothing. Wesley was neat, but if you wanted Wesley, you could have put him in some other capacity. The entire episode about the FBI guy was 100% pointless. This could have been accomplished in half the episodes, or they just could have made Q more interesting and more involved. I don't know what the solution would have been.
What was more interesting, this entire season's story arc or the Bell Rights story arc?
Yeah.
And that was 2 episodes. That was really well done.
Yeah, I feel like there was really not enough material here for what they wanted to do. But at the same time, there was so much shit crammed in there. Like,
I think they had a plan. And then COVID came, and they were off for 8 months, and then they called up Patrick Stewart, which is what I'm telling you from an article I read today. And they're just like, hey, we've got an idea and this and that, and then they just shot around LA and kept it out of the studios, and yeah, this is a run and gun season of.
It feels like
it
feels in many ways very empty, because there's so much stuff that when you get to the end here, it's like this was 100% extraneous.
I don't know how you have an overarching story and not have a full plan, because like you can say maybe they did for this season. Well, guess what? They didn't for the last season, confirmed by Frakes.
Mm-hmm.
They called him up during a break and be like, hey, you want to direct and be in the next episode? But what are you talking about? You guys are already filming. Like.
That's going back to the TOS era where Roddenberry was just handing out scripts the day of. What's my next line? Hold on a fucking sec. Jesus. Fucking actors.
Yeah. Something Shakespeare for Luoxana.
Yeah, just say something. You guys know Shakespeare, just say one of them. But there was also like just so many ideas that I don't think were fully explored. Like we just got a little speech for the nice Borg. There was the whole Borg thing. We're dealing with like this really heavy stuff with Picard's mom that like maybe should have been I don't know.
That was in there because Patrick Stewart came from like a house with abuse and stuff.
Yeah.
And like he really wanted to tell that story.
Yeah.
I just don't know if it got told as well.
Yeah. And I think like we really would have benefited from, I think, focusing more on fewer things, taking fewer ideas and expanding them out more fully. And maybe this story just needed to be like a half season. Yeah. Maybe we could have done something else. Like they yes.
Where's Robert?
Where's Robert? Where'd he go?
And what happens to Q?
He's just gone.
Just dead.
Just gone for some reason.
Yeah.
Completely ignore the whole Quinn thing from Voyager. Yeah. This is just something that can happen. Alright.
Well, thanks for watching, guys. Strange New Worlds is looking bright, so let's head to that. Have a good one.